Gentlemen, today you are going to find out how to become the world's #1 laner. We're watching Chovy on Orianna up against the world's #1 ZZ99, and a lot of people have these type of matchups. Let a Ziggs bomb level 1? Jesus Christ, okay. A lot of people have these matchups where they have the range advantage and they're not able to come away from the lane with the lead. They can't find the XP lead, the CS lead. They come into level 6 and then Z6 and you all-ins and you die. And you're like, well, what was the point of me having this range advantage in the early game if I couldn't even build up a lead? Chovy is the best in the world at building these leads against these short melee matchups like the Zed. And today you can see he's hard shoving the wave in, okay? The lane is very simple. If you push them under tower and they are melee and you're ranged, in order for them to get CS, they have to move up and go into your auto attack and spell range. When they do this, throw your spells out. What does this make you do? This makes you very vulnerable, however, to jungle ganks. So to do this strategy, it's simple, but you can die. To do this strategy, you have to have a very good awareness of where the enemy jungle is. Look at if top or bot lane leashed. Just simply look at where they leashed and where the jungle is starting. And the jungle obviously is going to go from one buff to the next. Maybe if they start red, if topside leashes and the enemy is like a Jarvan, he's probably going to come through topside and gank you. So hover down into the bot side pocket and maybe put a ward up. You have to think when you play this type of strategy. But if you play it well, you will annihilate your opponent. Level 3 achieved, and this is when you're going to start weaving and you trying to get in your auto attacks onto the Zed here as we are just crashing these waves over and over. And eventually when the wave situates itself, Chovy will pull a freeze and he will start to zone the Zed away from the experience. If you get an experience advantage against these Zed players, against any assassin players, it really just takes the edge off. You're hitting level 6 first, and you can see Chovy just working the Zed's health P bar down. Every time he moves up, you should be looking for the QW. Hoops the ward over onto the Wraith camp. QW. 25 to 12 CS. Don't think he's missed a single CS yet, Chovy. 31 at 3 is doable, so he hasn't missed a single CS. And now, gonna move through. Lee Sin picks up the rumble. Really nice roam here by Leona. A lot of people ask me, how do you climb as support? You goddamn roam off first base. Influence, if you can't get anything done in your lane, first base and then roam. It's as simple as that. So we've missed 1 CS here. Zed down to only 1 health pot left. We use that E. Z99 moves in. And do you see how he moves up there? Do you see how he moves up? A lot of players, a Zed uses every single ability and they run really far back. And they have auto attack range. Zed doesn't have W for like 15, 17 seconds. Dude, absolutely annihilate him with autos. Hard shove the wave here, looking for that reset. Beautiful reset because the Zed obviously has to try and fix the wave. Oh, that was a nice base stop by Z99, and Chovy needs to make a decision here. Very fast, and he's not going to be able to back. He'll have to stay for another wave. As we find the Ziggs. Ooh, I don't know about this one. And now we're going to force the back. We're not going to hang around. We're running the exhaust, mind you, into this Zed matchup. That's going to be helping out a lot at level 6. Gets the tier. Never leave base full health, full mana. You have mana and health regen. Why in your right mind would you stay in the goddamn base until you're full? You're wasting. You're wasting. Okay? Small things like that. Chovy sprints back. I think Zed died over there. I think that was, what the hell type of skirmish has happened. We're going to pick up the wave in the mid lane. And Chovy, he's flying over to Europe. I think as we speak, this week he's moving over. Going to be doing a little bit of boot camp on the EUS server. I versed Chovy last time he was in EU, actually. He played Pyke mid. His duo Tarzan played Gragas. I played Zed, and the rest is history. It was a 15-minute FF. I got goddamn rolled. But it was a fun time. As we're going to hard shove this through. 50 CS at 5. This Orianna playstyle, man, you can play this on things like the Xerath, the Victor, the Syndra. These mages, farm up a goddamn storm, take little risks, run a very passive summoner like the Exhaust, the Barrier. It's a nice playstyle to have, guys. You will hard carry games. It's pretty goddamn consistent. Mitigate losses. Don't try and do massive outplays, and you'll come into your own. As Chovy gonna get his base stopped again. Z99 went for the bot lane roam. 28 CS to 56, and Chovy gonna go for a quick recall again. To pick up that Seekers, nice. And now he is situated perfectly. He has the tier, he has the Seekers. He'll be able to stay out in lane for days. And the group draw should be happening like 2 hours from when this video is released. We'll see what unlucky play-in mages, play-in players, play-in mid laners have to verse Chovy, man. If you're a play-in mid laner, would you be praying you get Chovy, or would you be terrified and hoping you don't get him? I'm the type of guy that would be praying I do get him. Yes, I'm probably gonna get destroyed, but I want to take a chance, man. What happens if I solo kill him? I want to make a name for myself. It's not gonna happen, but at least the opportunity is there. We are almost double Zed CS. Now Zed did take that weird roam bot side, so he had to forego a little bit. And he is level 6, so we do have to respect that. And Chovy hanging back. He probably won't move up too aggressively unless he can get another QW and really put... There we go. No W for Zed here. Wait that cooldown out, and now you can move in. On the CS. Wait for it. QW. And he truly has taken zero risk this game so far. A couple of those little, maybe jungle skirmishes could have happened, but nothing too much. QW. Saves the E. E's for a little bit of a shield. You're praying, you're trying to get that. And Z99 instantly looks for the all-in. We pop the exhaust, and we're fine. We run it out. Now Zed has no all-in capabilities, doesn't have flash either, and Chovy just gonna have to try and sustain it back up, get the blue buff. Without Seekers, without Seekers and exhaust, that was gonna be a really bad time for the Orianna, don't you agree? And now Lee Sin follows it through. He ward dashes the Q. That was such a nice gank, man. We get the assist. He landed the Q, and then he ward dashed and wait for the Z to space away, and then followed. And we're 10 CS per minute here. We are cruising. It looks so easy. And he ults the wave. Phenomenal. This is something that I would do in my Twitch chat, would spam Keck W, Omega Lol, trash, ult. You're trying to get the wave in as soon as possible. You're heading back. You're going to be back out on the map with full health, full mana. We get the Sorks. We're going to wait out a little bit of health and mana and head back into the mid lane. We should get blue buff as well, so we don't need full mana. Do you see this? Do you see this? Living base almost half mana, guys. He needs, the longer you're out on the map, the better. The more resources, the more XP and CS you're going to be able to pick up. Chovy is the best at this. He spends the longest time out on the map from most of the mid laners that I do watch. I will not lie. Probably desperately hoping this Lee Sin pops around for that blue buff drop off. But this playstyle, it looks super simple, hey? You look at this and you're like, dude, he hasn't done anything crazy. He's just thrown a couple abilities and just farmed it out. And you're right, he hasn't done anything crazy. It's just very safe. It's very efficient wave management and laning. And you guys can do this as well. The problem is, you are, and this is me included, we are too impatient. We say we're going to play like this, and then level 1 comes around and enemy invades our red, and then you go defend it, and then they get a pentakill and you've lost the game, and you go, well, there goes my plan. We can't stick to the plan. Have the plan and try and put it in place and actually follow it. I'm going to play safe, I'm going to play controlled, resource heavy, play for team fights, my positioning, okay? Get a Dark Seal, start stacking it up, things like this. And really just commit to it, as he knows the Braum is over the ward there. You get the control ward. Leona helping out with a couple of CS. And Vex released tomorrow. Super excited. Love this champion. Clocking over 10 CS per minute already. And the gold is dead even. This is looking to be a pretty good quality game on our hands. Herald coming through in the mid lane. Z99 goes to the roam, and Chovy will just pick up the plates. And we have full control here. The Zed gets tipped off by the Lee Sin, I think. And do you see how by sometimes doing nothing is the best option? The Zed's forced to try and make some plays. He's not able to make anything happen. And then by doing that, you just have an open... Oh, the Rumble picks up the Lee. And then the Darius with the roam. Chovy likes to go for the Summon Airy instead of the Phase Rush on Orianna when he's trying to go for a lane Oh my god. Dominating play. Like a dominating lane against a Zed. The Summon Airy really helps out. If you're into like an Azir and an Olaf jungle, Phase Rush, obviously it's going to work much better. You're not going to dominate lane too much. You need the Phase Rush to try and avoid some of the ganks. But here into a Zed, man, utilize that Summon Area as much as possible. Defensive, it's defensive. Get way more value out of it. And where the hell is our blue buff? Excuse me, sir. Where the hell is our blue? We should be able to pick this up and then we won't have to base. Let's have a look. Next base, you're looking for the Lost Chapter. And essentially, you don't want to base until you have it. 200 gold for blue side here. Ziggs. Oh, shit. You got the Leandries already. 4 and 1. One of the Gen G trainees. I'm telling you, if you play classical music and Hans Zimmer while doing this playstyle, it will elevate you to a level you've never been before. It's amazing. Have some coffee while you're there. Lost Chapter. And it looks like we're going to head down into the bot lane. And it's kind of scary being in a bot lane when you don't have the teleport to regroup, but... Korean Challenger, you'd hope they know how to play waves correctly. Good kick by the Lee, looking for the... Can't get the kill, get an assist. And we'll just watch how we play this fight. Hit the ultimate onto the Braum. Gonna keep throwing things over, he picks the Braum up. He pops so goddamn low, is that all the Ziggs poke? And he knows the fight's over, so he heads back into the wave here. And these games are usually, at this point, these games feel very won. As long as you don't make a complete stuff up and give your 350 gold bounty over, it just seems like a sure thing that you've won this game. Start like risk mitigating, start playing very risk adverse. Do not overextend in lanes for no reason. As I'm saying that, Chovy, he's throwing the Qs and the brushes to make sure nobody's there. Lee Sin is already deep into the enemy blue side jungle, so it's very unlikely the Wukong's here. And now he's going to be able to shove out the lane and look for the tower. Please, man. I was literally... Wukong makes his way through. I think he's going to live because of the slow. Yes. Holy shit, I panicked there. I actually just thought to myself, it'd be a little bit awkward if all of that, and then the Wukong pops out of nowhere and one taps him. He has to blow his flash, his exhaust. And you could see that. I did feel like that is slightly greedy, right? You have to check in the brushes if anyone's there and the Wukong shows up, you have to blow both sums. Even somebody like Chovy can play greedy for the waves. Grab the Ludens. Now we're going to head up into the top side. Mid lane, when you have an Ezreal, he is situated mid from 15 minutes. You are a side laner. You need to go and shove your sides. And if you can't shove the sides, if they have too strong of an assassin like a Zed, you have to wait for the sides to come to you. Or group in the mid lane and look for a team fight. They're the only options you have. If you do not know where the enemy assassin is, you don't have vision, you can't move up here, okay? You have to wait. That's your option. Your option is waiting for this wave to come back through. He pops the Q over to see if Zed's waiting. And now he has this little window because the Leona's hovering. The Zed still could be in this brush, but we have a level advantage. I'm not even sure if Zed can get the 1v1 here. Through the Seekers, we're sitting on 85 armor. And yeah, you see that top lane wave? Hopefully you guys are learning a lot just by, like, even though he's not like hammering through in this game, you should be learning a lot about what to do. Can't be topside wave. He comes through mid lane, looks for a fight, looks for a siege, looks for anything. He's gonna wait. Dragon spawning up soon. I just see too many players making key like lane position mistakes. They're in the wrong spots at the wrong time. It's so important, isn't it? Chovy has the ult. He's going to try and use the Q to zone around areas. You got to think about Orianna as just an area controller. The Q will block off a whole corridor, right? And provide vision. As they find the Wukong, Wukong moves in. Chovy trying to position himself safely, gets the kill over onto the monkey. And there you go, move across, grab the wave. Needs to be a little bit cautious on his mana. Against a Ziggs. Oh, hits that ultimate onto the Braum. The Q doesn't quite find him, and Lee Sin Q doesn't follow. Oh, damn, I thought that was going to be a kill. It might be enough to secure the dragon, though. Blue buff on the top side of the map spawning. We should hover until the dragon. And then now we'll run up top side. We'll run up top side, grab the blue, and maybe shove in some top lane waves. Try and pick up the Hourglass next. 80 CS lead here. He's on the clock, 10 CS per minute. And I think Zed, did Zed just steal away the blue? I think he did, he's half health. Chovy won't be happy about that. Exhaust, almost coming up. Probably gonna find the Gromp, yep. Jungle camps are your friends. Steal them away from your jungler if they're not on this side of the map. It's gonna be spawning quicker, it's gonna be giving more XP, more gold, it's fine. Zed puts his W over, gets a little bit... Oh, we gotta be cautious. He takes it. And I'm hoping that Zed99 looks for something cheeky. He has Flash and has Ignite. Leona hovers up here, so he's gonna be fine. We shove this through, 190. We're gonna get a Flame Horizon, aren't we? For those new to the game, Flame Horizon is what would you call it? I mean, essentially, is named after a top lane player called Flame, who continuously got 100 CS leads against his opponent. So that coined the term Flame Horizon. If you hear this term, just means you get 100 CS lead against your opponent. The gold, 1.5k gold lead for the blue side. Looking for the Hourglass next here. We pick up the Hourglass. Now we're looking for the Archangel. Still yellow Trinket. I think next base we should switch over to blue Trinket. With the mages, around about 20-25 minutes, you're looking to try and pick up the blue Trinket to scout out areas that your support is not able to get into. Fight breaking out. We have both summoners. We have ultimate. Let's see how he plays it. It's a huge two-man shockwave. Braum and Zed drop. And Baron up in 30 seconds. I don't think we're going to be able to get that afterwards. Jace picks up top lane wave. We're going to help Ezreal in the mid lane and then probably go down into the bot side of the map. Orianna I love. I've played 500-600 Orianna games, and I've played most of my games back in like Season 5. But I feel like this champion is a champion you learn, and you learn it for life. I feel like I've played almost 1,000 Zed games. People can't believe it because how bad my Zed is now. But I played most of them Season 4, 5, and I can't play Zed anymore because it feels like I need to play him like 100+ games a season to maintain my skill level. With a champion like Orianna, I feel like she's always relevant in the meta, and I feel like once you learn her, you've learned her. She doesn't change. She's the perfect mid lane champion. So if this is what you're looking for, like you're looking to pick up mid lane and start learning the ropes for a champion that's long term, this champion is for sure long term. As we pick up the needlessly large, and we get the blue trinket here, very important, guys. Now, if you're playing assassins, usually you should be going for the sweeper. And then honestly just sitting on the sweeper for most of the game. You can swap over to blue if, for example, your support is like a brand support, and him going through and checking Baron and checking dragons, face checking, is going to be a suicide mission. Even if you're an assassin, that blue trinket can help to scout out those areas to see if they've started it or rushing it, and it's just going to save your support a life, at least one life, hopefully. he has a brain. Going to the side lane. 220 farm. I don't think he's going to go below 10 CS per minute. So his bot lane both die mid. His decision here is not to run mid and help defend the tower, is it? It's to hard commit down top side and look for the top lane tower. But now I think they're going to be chasing him, so let's see what he can get done. Oh, I think he's... Oh, shit. I think we're in trouble here. Are we in trouble here, boys? Yeah, we are in trouble here. We are on the run. Let's see if we can make it out. Z99 is on the hunt. Jace picks up the Wukong, thankfully. And hopefully we can put it... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hit that flash. Zed flashes in. 1,000 gold bounty. And he decided to make the choice to hard shove down topside, didn't he? He was hoping they were going to go for a Baron rush or hard shove down mid. What they ended up doing was chasing him halfway across the map, and they don't get any objective. Unfortunately, he flashed and exhausted, so it ends up being a pretty bad trade. I think if he held flash and held his exhaust and just died, I think it was going to be fine. Maybe they lost Dragon. But enemy team TPs, and they're going to lose the Nash now. Chovy up in 5. This Baron, off this Baron play, they might not even get the gold lead red side. They don't get it, they pull off of it, they can't do it fast enough. Means Wukong wasted his TP. And now with no flash and exhaust, this side lane just seems riskier and riskier. I mean, he is strong as fuck, but still. Gotta opt on the side of caution. Huge brawl down to the bot side. What are we up to, Chovy? Scuttlecrab? Sucks for Orianna doing this. There's no way to break the shield. And honestly, he could just farm. He could shove shove top and farm the jungle camps is probably a good move. The hot... He just altered the wave. He knows they're on the chase here. And do you see what he's doing? He's pinging his team to shove bot. He needs to distract them for as long as possible while his team gets mid lane shoved, bot lane shoved. And the good thing is he's still getting all the farm. Go, go, go. Slow them up. Perfect. This is great decision making. There's no way he lives though, right? I know. We're gonna die here. I think they're able to get bot side tower. I think Ez and Leona are able to get mid lane tower. And if you know you're going to die, don't like try and stall them and ping your team where to go, just like Chovy did there. They end up getting bot lane inhibitor tower, they get mid lane tower, and they just open up the map. It's a shame they end up dying there, the Jace and the Lee, but some interesting macro getting called here. Chovy pick up the Archangel, has the stopwatch on top of it as well. Double hourglass and stopwatch combo. And they get Baron, should now unfortunately go down. Come on, Ezreal. Come on, Ezreal. He actually timed it very well. What's the move? Farm topside jungle. You can see Lee Sin coming out of base. Seems like Chovy might just respect that. Keep some of the camps up. Except for the Gromp, because the Gromp's so goddamn juicy. Now he knows that Zed... No, he can see the Zed on in the mid side of the map, so he's free to shove in through top. God, just watching Chovy farm and Orianna, it's just so zen. 270 here, 25. And he's not going to risk... He goes for a very safe path through mid. Doesn't go straight through the river. Going to path passively. And now he's going to move up, shove the wave through, and see if he can land any good ultimates. Let's see, puts the ball over onto Leota, picks up the Rumble. Z99 looks for the pick onto Ori. He pops the Hourglass. They didn't end up getting the wave there, so this might be a little bit awkward. Ezreal picks up the Ziggs. And it's only Zed remaining. They don't have any wave though. Look at the mid lane wave. Might be better off honestly going through the top side. Let's see. Topside tower is pinged. They have that mid lane. They have that top lane wave there, but it's getting stalled up. Maybe Chovy get this? Come on, man. And it's curious he broke his stopwatch instead of the Hourglass. He should be able to sell that now. Sells the broken stopwatch and he's looking for the Death Cap. Death Cap Void should be your full build. We're going to head down bot lane. That's a nice stacked wave. Dragon fight up in, what is that, 20 seconds? Have flash, have exhaust. When you play these these fights, guys, I've seen Faker talk about it. I've seen a lot of people. Oh my god, those wombos. We still have sums. Holding the Orianna ult sometimes is the way better move to have consistent Ori ults. The enemy team, as dumb as it sounds, they forget about Orianna ult. If they don't see it used at the start of the fight, they just assume it's not up or something, right? And then they all stack together because whenever you're in trouble, even in real life, everyone groups together and huddles together at the middle to the end of the fight when they're not thinking about the Orianna ult. They're thinking about everything else. And you can see the decision making here is just a hard shove down mid lane with the wave. And I love this. You should be putting the ball really deep forward. You can see there. You want to put your ball as deep as you can. And you can see him just on max range there onto the Ziggs. I thought he might have pulled it there. Zed picks up the Jace. Chovy moving in. Puts the ball out. Huge shockwave. Picks up the Rumble. He's just going to kite it out. Love the way he's playing these fights. Still has both sums. Good flash QW for a kill, but he's not going to risk it, I don't think. Holding flash is usually the better option here. And it looks like it's just a buff. Just a buff Ezreal angle and cut off the mid lane wave. Oh my god. Yeah. You see how you cut, when you cut this mid lane, Ezreal goes straight forward, picks up the Ziggs. When you cut this mid lane wave off, they can't do anything. They can't siege, right? That's why there's always this battle for the mid lane wave. Monkey comes through. Ezreal gets the double kill. Chovy gonna try and cut the Wukong off. Where is he? Unstoppable. Wait, he died? Missed it. We're gonna go deep in here. On the hunt. Zed and Rumble. And he's just gonna look for the camps. This seems slightly risky. I guess he's got everything. Let's have a look what he does. Yes, he's still hunting for the death cap. Look at Z99 thinking about it. W's in there with the Ghost Blade. Can't quite gap close it. And we'll head back. I wonder if he has enough for death cap or he just sells Doran's for another needlessly large. Let's see. Death cap's such a pricey item these days. Yep. Ooh, he got a death cap. 600 ability power. Gets the double control ward. Gonna pick up the blue buff. And at this point, you will one-shot the Rumble, the Zed, and the Ziggs. You'll one-tap them. So disgusting how much damage Ori has. You see how the support goes through first? It's a simple concept, but too many people in low elo, the carries move in first. The carries, if you're a carry and you're the furthest point forward for your team, what are you doing? You like, you don't want to be just, you're just hanging yourself out and saying, wagging your tail and say, come and get it. And most of the time they will come and get it. Unless you have some type of like escape tool, or you do have double summoners and you're trying to bait them. Like, dude, just try and sit behind some of your engage and play it slow and play it smarter. Look here. Chovy in the backhand puts the ball onto the Lee Sin. Look at the positioning. Huge ultimate as they walk forward, and he just left the ball there and they walk into it, don't they? Puts it at max range. And he's the furthest back in these fights. He's unkillable. And now the Baron setup. You still have Zed here though. And I'm wondering what angle he's going to come from. He's just going to cut off the mid lane wave. They're going to get the free Nash, but they're not going to get the end. Okay. Obi cuts off the wave. Team's moving forward. They get the kill onto the Rumble. Lee Sin finishes off the Nash. It's only Zed. I mean, Zed had a pretty good game. I think his early coin flipping for CS has really hurt him. He kind of like just flipped it, didn't he, for some of those bot lane kills. They did work out, but he's gonna get Flame Horizon. Oh my god, that knowledge. Does he? Oh, he almost picks up the Zed. I don't know if you guys could even see that. He knew the Zed was looking for a flank, so he just QRs instantly over that wall there. And you don't really want to chase a Zed. Ooh, Ezreal. Luckily he gets it. Pick up the third dragon. God damn. 5th dragon of the game. And now we'll start working our way towards the Void stuff. It's the Bewitching Jewel? That's what it's called. I think that's what it's called, right? And this is how every single Chovy Orianna game looks, right? Super consistent. Please, guys, go and try this in your own games. It will work. The problem is you get too greedy, you get leads, and then you get too cocky. You start frontlining, you start playing like an idiot. You start coin flipping fights that are 50-50. Chovy has not taken any 50-50s this game. They're like 70-30s, 80-20s. He knows they're going to work. He's got everyone in front of him. He has all the resources, so he's farming perfectly and getting the items. Puts the ball forward. He's just letting it sit for now, and now he just one-taps the Braum. You can see Wukong with the flank behind. We've still got the Hourglass, and we do proc it. We are zooming around. And this is just the Ezreal show in the late game here. Now, I'm going to be able to finish off the game here. Hopefully you have enjoyed today's review, guys. This will be the last Chovy review I think we'll do. Maybe until he arrives in EU West, we'll see. But until next time, guys, hopefully you learned something new this game. 340 farm at 34. Just the perfect Chovy Orianna game. We could do these all day, seriously. Until next time, boys, thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Let's just finish it off by watching them try and farm some damage in the base. Come on, one more, boys. One more. Not gonna happen. Catch you later, lads. Love you all.